Hello, everyone. How are you? Hopefully, you can hear me. And yes, I am eating lemon heads. So, how are you guys? It's been a much better week than last week. So, I'm really grateful for that. Hey, Mutt Nuts, how are you? Working and lurking, the boyfriend coming for the weekend. So, trying to get my desk cleaned up. That would make sense. I got some water. I really should not have eaten lemon heads. Oh well. So, it is August 2nd. Cannot believe it's August. And all the events are starting. What events are you guys working on? So, I thought I was going to do Oz in August with crafting with Shay and Ditzy. I was going to work on, my mind's going blank right now. Well, that's not very good. That's what happens when you get a brain fart. Anyways, let me bring it up because I do know. Okay. Hello, Melanie. You're doing Cheryl Baker, Oz and Oz, and Fantastic Felines. I had no idea about the Fantastic Felines. Who's hosting that one? I know there are some people doing the Cheryl Baker. Oz and Og 2024. Anything in August. The Great Escape DP 2024. And then I heard about Lizzie's DP Once Upon a Story. That's the other one. So I'm doing 4. I thought 3 was bad. And that's only for August. August. Melanie's trying to unearth her desk too. I so can understand that. That's actually what I did earlier. Is I cleaned up everything. I put my cross stitches away. I did get more done on the elephant. Not as much as I had originally planned, but I got all the top part above the elephant done, and I did like part of the orange in the elephant. And I'm also going to congratulate myself on that because it can be hard when we set up our own expectations and then things outside of our control come in. So there was lots of firefighting, there was extreme heat, water restrictions, a tree being cut down, birthdays, So while I did not complete my cross stitch, I'm glad I got what I did done. And I'm going to go back to it when I have time. I don't know when that's going to be because, like I said, I'm doing 4 bits. Hey, Rebecca G, how are you? Sparkle Sanctuary. Let's see, Mutton Nuts. Oh, hang on. Melanie says Laura at Anxiety Art Adventures, WeWax, and Hannah at Sparkling Spectronite. Ooh, that's good to know. So let's give them a plug as well because we all can use support. And sometimes it's hard to ask. So let us do that most definitely. Yes, Mutt Nuts. Mutt Nuts is doing, The Rude, Crude, and Nude Dark 2024, hosted by Christopher Colossa, Maritza, Kiss My Crafts, and Miranda. Yes, take a look at that. And yes, it is exactly what you may think it is. Because the human body is art. And some of them look quite nice. I like to look at museums too. As we say, looky but no touchy. Okay, way off base, but that's okay. But that says, let's see, S 2024 hosted Wanda's Work Basket, Diamond Painting with Jams, West Aussie Diamond Art and Reads on YouTube and Facebook group, The Great Escape hosted by Crafting and Crime Daily, Mickey Sunshine, creates on YouTube and Facebook. I know there's so many events going on, and I like being a part of it. It helps me stay motivated, connect with our community, which is, for me, wonderful. So I was cleaning up my area. I put my cross stitches away, including my beaded embroidery. I put that away. But let me tell you guys, have you ever thought, I'm going to put something somewhere in a safe location so I don't lose it? I spent 2 days searching for my cross stitch frame holder. I just bought it this year. Just bought it. I have no idea where it is. No idea. So it must be a really good, safe location because I cannot find it. And I'll probably find it when I'm not looking for it. That's the way it usually happens. So yeah, so all that's put away. I actually cleaned up my desk. And get a load of this. I actually finished 11 rows and 11 columns and 64 rows on my J wall. Yay! I know that may not sound very big. It's like that size. But I finished it. And I was able to finish it so I could put my drills back in the container so I could have room on the table for my other paintings and my events. Melanie says, apparently my desk is the safest place on earth. Just for a stack of 4-month-old bills. Oh, that can happen too. Absolutely. You put something down and you're like, I've got it. It's in this pile. I'm not going to lose it. I'll take care of it. Well, we put things on top and then on top because that's the stack of pile that we're going to use that's going to be safe. Well, it kind of goes with the out of sight, out of mind. At least it does for me. So, what else is new? Well, my daughter turned 29 this past week. Last week. And she wasn't in town. And my son-in-law turns on Wednesday next week. So they're all in town. So we're actually going to get together as a small little family. We're going to go see a movie. We're going to go have a dinner tomorrow. Late afternoon, supper time. So I'm really looking forward to that. I cannot wait to see them and hug her. My son-in-law is not a hugger, but he's a fist pumper. So while I'm a hugger, I'm going to have to make sure I fist pump them. Because it's important to respect people's boundaries, sometimes we want things and just not in the cards. Matt says my OCD kicked in So it's going to be a week of rearranging my craft space. That can happen too. Things get left, and then you start a little pile and it grows. The pile doesn't grow, but things grow, and you end up cleaning this and that, and oh, what about this? And oh, you get distracted and all that fun stuff. So it's okay. And I'm kicking my table, so I'm sorry. What else has been happening? Well, we discovered we had a crack in our basement wall, or cement wall. We have an unfinished basement. And we've been getting water. And we're like, what the heck? Now, the crack's been there ever since we moved in, so we didn't think twice of it. Well, not so. It's part of the foundation wall. We have a crack in it. We got a quote. Much larger than we thought we were going to get. Instead of being a couple hundred, it was almost a couple grand. So the guy came out yesterday, and you should see our basement wall. He's fixed it. Don't get me wrong. He fixed it. But it's like when you crack a tooth and you have to go to the dentist and they have to like chisel the tooth, grind it so they have an area to heat to. Well, that's what he did. All I can say is thank goodness our basement is not developed. But this is what our wall looks like now. All I can see is crosses. So I'm like, we have been very blessed. It is now fixed. There are bolts that they put in to secure the wall. And we are trying to figure out what we're going to do with this wall. It's going to take 48 hours to completely dry. So we have another 24 hours for it to finish. And then luckily we have shelving that we usually have in front of it, so that will cover it. But as soon as you come down the stairs, that's the wall you see. And I'm like, So of course, it's going to drive me nuts until we figure out what to do with this wall. We were actually joking about. So this is kind of where my husband and I go, where we sometimes get really stressed because I had come in. I'm like, okay, so y'all finished? He's like, yep. I'm like, how is it? Ugly, awful. I'm like, what? No, that's not the way. No, honey, no. I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm dreading to go take a look at what this wall looks like. I'm like, oh, I have to go finish the laundry. It's downstairs. The wall is there. I'm like, okay, stop. And yeah. I took one look at it. I took a couple pictures, and then I'm like, I need to get out. I need to go outside. And then we got talking about it. I'm like, well, we've been very well blessed. There are 5 crosses in there. And I'm like, what should we do? And he's like, it actually reminds me of a Celtic cross. So I think we should put like, Celtic around to Celtic. Or Gaelic. The one with the sword. Lancelot and the other one. He says, we'll put them on both sides. I'm like, no. Like, okay, that's funny, but no. He's like, we'll just make it look like a piece of art. So when you go into like those old houses over in like, in like Scotland and those castles, and you see all these motifs. He wants to do this for the wall. I'm like, yeah, you be saying it, but you not be doing it, man. I'll be doing it. So yeah. Rebecca's like, yeah, yikes. All that for it to look ugly. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Like, couldn't you make a pretty design out of it? I'm like, okay, we're going to need to use our imagination. I'm like, well, the bolt sticks out about like this much. And I'm like, well, I'm glad we don't have a developed basement because that wall would not be going back in there. I'm like, oh. So anyways, that was that. But like I said, on the bright side, I cleaned up. I did finish the one little tiny section on the tray wall. Yes. Finished what I wanted to on the cross stitch. I have my whole table here now to work on my diamond paintings for the events. So I've pulled this one out. This is from Make Market. And I got the little section done. Woohoo! I got it done before I got on live. Yes! So I'm really glad about that. And then I get to work on my elephant. And I get to work on the colorful fox. And then because we have the DP Once Upon a Story, I'm going to use the elephant one because it reminds me of The Little Princess. I believe that is what it's called. It's the one where it's a father and daughter. The father has to go off to war, but they grew up in India. And then she has to stay at a girls' school while he's off at war. And they come to believe that he's dead. But she lives through this imagination of hers. And it has like the beautiful elephants. And that's what reminds me of it. So I'm going to use the elephant for DP Once Upon a Story. And that is for the month of August. So check out Lizzie's World of Gems. She is hosting it with I call her Deborah. Other ones call her Janine. Not Janine. I'm going to call her Deborah. Deborah she's one of the owners of Captured by Radiance. They are doing Blooming Knowledge, which is one of their diamond paintings, and the artist is Rose Prophet. It is absolutely gorgeous. Go check it out. And I'm like, I'm going to support them too. If I can put another canvas in, I don't know if I can, but I'm going to use this one for that. Rebecca's like, I tend to agree with your husband. Make it into art. Maybe cover instead of, sorry. I hate this little thing here. I'm gonna get you. Cover instead of using it. Yeah. So it's been very warm again. I am so ready for some cool weather. We did get some cool weather, but I was just looking at our thermostat and it says it's 24 and a half degrees Celsius outside, which is not bad. Inside, we are at 27. So we are hotter inside than we are outside. And that is with all of our fans going. And I've been hanging out in the backyard during the afternoon, evenings, because we get the shade back there. It's like, oh, thank goodness. Melanie says, I'm working on one for 4 events. Multiples just overwhelm me. I agree with you, Melanie. I'm not sure what I'm thinking, but I tried this once before and I just couldn't do it. I think the difference this time is 2 of the paintings, the sunflowers and the colorful fox, are rounds. and I usually don't do rounds. They're also smaller kits. So rounds, even though I am like a single placer and a 4 max rounds, there's less rounds in a square. So I'm thinking that will go faster. And I didn't grab really big canvases this time. Didn't. And what do I mean by that? Great question, because sometimes, most times, I like canvases that are at like 60 by 60 or larger. But I usually just do the one canvas. These ones are smaller, so that is good. And then the other thing I did, because Lord knows, I am detail oriented and I get stressed quite easily. You'll laugh at this. You will. I know, because I was laughing at myself while I was doing this. I organized them. I've never done this before. Never done this before. So I have the Colorful Fox. It's a 65 by 65. That's the canvas. And I actually measured them. This one's actually, the image is 60 by 60. The sunflowers is 45 by 60. So both of those are rounds. And then my elephant is the largest one, which is 60 by 78. So yeah, 60 is about my average. And then what I did was I actually washi taped them. So I measured them and I put washi tape on them. I put them in smaller sections so I don't feel overwhelmed when I'm trying to do it, going, oh my God, I have not done this yet. Ah. So I'm like, okay, just a little section, one step at a time, or in this case, one drill at a time. And I counted how many weeks were for each event. So this one is 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 5 across, I believe. Yep. So then I can just work on one a day and then I can clear it away. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but I hear other people do it, so I'm going to try it. Rebecca says it's been over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's like 38 Celsius here. Oh, I do not envy you. I have to keep my AC on, but we lost power due to a storm the night before last. Ooh. Thankfully, it was on less than 12 hours. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Because I honestly don't know how you guys do this. Like, usually in previous years, we are like mid-20s, sometimes high 20s, but the weather pattern is changing. And yeah, 38, that was us like last week. And then we're supposed to be getting up to, yesterday was 32. And I'm just like, this is gross. Ugh. I'm like, honey, I'm sweating. And he's like, well, stop moving. I'm like, I'm not moving. I'm like, ooh. So hence short sleeves. It was 90 with a heat index of 102 to 112 here in Maryland. Oh, no mutt nuts. No. Oh, yeah, no. And surprisingly, I like summer. Because summer is like everything's alive. We have color. I like winter, but I don't like the cold that goes with it. But I do like the snow. I just don't like the cold. Because we get down, so when we get snow, we can get down to minus 20 Celsius. And it's like, oh my goodness. Last time I was like, frost tipped the top of my ear, trying to clear the shovel. I'm like, ooh, this is not good. So you'll notice I'm keep moving because I'm very hot. Anyways, too much information right So what has your week been, guys, like? Okay, that so did not come out right. What has your week been like, guys? Sometimes my brain just goes faster than my mouth. That heat index is crazy, isn't it? Ours has been 150 to 120 over the last week. So humid. Yeah, because you guys have like the humidity. Like we have dry heat because we don't have like big bodies of water. So it's been very unusual. That says, I'm so ready to skip to winter, so over this heat. And yet we say that. And then when it comes like, oh, I so want the heat, I'll take the heat back. We're never happy. We're never. It's all good. You know, week's been busy, but good. That is good. Yeah. We haven't had any more like strange behavior. I have to admit, I've actually been enjoying the cross stitch. Rebecca's been doing so many crafts with my kiddos this week. It's been a fun way to close out the summer break. Right? It is a nice change. It's so nice. Because school is coming back. People are going back to work. Hey, Liz, how you doing? That says, oh, not me. I am a winter baby. Love the cold. And some people do. Like, some people absolutely love the winter and all the sports that go with it. You know, you go ice skating, tobogganing, skiing, cross country, snowshoeing, building snowmen, making snow angels, snowball fights, forts. It's interesting because yeah, we'll have snow, and I like the light fluffy snow, and then it glistens in the sun. And Melanie says, I hibernate. Oh my goodness. I hibernate in the summer. And it's so interesting because once we get summer, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to spend so much time outside. And then it gets hot and I'm like, oh, maybe not. And then the winter comes and it's like, okay, I'm going to stay inside. And I'm like, I need to get out. But that says right now, 89 feels like 102 with a humidity of 68. Oh, wow. And dew point is 77. See, Melanie, Rebecca agrees. Me too. Have to avoid the sun, even in winter. It's a good excuse. Yep. And one that says that temperature and that humidity is at 4:30 Eastern. So that's later in the day, like earlier in the day, lunchtime, mid-afternoon, it gets so hot, right? So it's crazy. Like last night, Eric went and umpired a baseball game, and I stayed home to do some things around the house. And later on, I went out in the back, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. I could just stay here. Yes, 6:30 is 4:30. Oh, and you know, well, Liz says I only enjoy about half the year outside. Ha! Spring and autumn are my favorite. Oh, that's good. Okay, so what is it about spring you like, and what is it about autumn you like? I know for me, autumn, I love the colors. I love the sound of the crunching leaves. I get sad when it's autumn because it means all the plants are going to hibernate for the winter, which means I'm going to be hibernating, and it gets darker. I like spring because it gets lighter. I know things are going to come to life. I love summer because the animals are out. You have nature. Winter for me is more of I think, although I think cold, I like the fuzziness of blankets and sweaters, stuff like that. And Rebecca says, same here, too bad. Fall and spring typically only last a week where I live. Right? And it's funny because winter actually doesn't start till later, but we all call it winter much sooner. Much sooner. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So which canvases are you guys all working on? You know, okay, my brain just went there. But I was sitting outside the other day and I'm like, ooh, I could do a live right now. I have all the stuff I want to talk about. And now I'm like, ooh. But that's okay. It always seems to go that way. So yeah, Eric's now finished baseball. Yeah, that was up in St. Albert last week. So now he's just finishing umpiring and waiting for school to restart. That will be like September. He'll be going into his second year of post-secondary. And we're still waiting for his list of what he needs. But I will say, guys, it is really strange because when my daughter went through post-secondary and high school, she was very to the point, get it done, off you go. My son is very different. And sometimes it can be frustrating, but I have to remind myself that they are different individuals. Yeah. Manette says, I have 8. I am working. There is a video on my channel of them and which the event they are for. That is correct. That is correct. Yep. That is correct. You do have the events that are coming up and which ones you're working on. Rebecca says, I'm doing my funnel section of the Crafter's Paradise from Rose Profit Creations. I'll post in the group tonight. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I haven't started that one yet. I'm not sure. I might actually save it for the mermaid event with Shay next year. I'm finally starting on my Oz in August image before bed tonight. Nice. This says, I'm extremely proud and sad to say I have 0 whips. I finished 3 in July. I want to get done with school before I start another one. That is huge. That is huge, Liz. Right? And then Liz asks Rebecca a question. Did you decide to add the bling? So for those that may or may not remember, the Crafter's Paradise canvas actually had an enhancement package that we could purchase. And that's why Liz is asking Rebecca G if she decided to do the bling or is she going to do her own bling. Hello, hello, Jen. How are you? DP Addiction Adventures. Hello, hello, hello. Loving the bridge. Let's go explore. This was my husband's decision. When we moved in, he saw this at IKEA, and I was like, where are we going to put it? This is the wall we put it. And it just, then, a couple of years later, we got down into restrictions and we couldn't go outside. And now Rhonda goes and hangs on the bridge. Sometimes I feel like a monkey. Sometimes I go in to discover. And sometimes I come out to see the world. That says, meant 6, not 8. Yes, I'll share what I what I changed. Oh, please do. Yes, 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 yes. You guys are so getting me hooked on like trying to bling things up myself. Hello, Eve. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Melanie says, oh, I thought it was a digital background. I know. You're not alone. You're not alone. A lot of people have asked me if what this is. Is this like my background? Is it a painting? I'm like, no. It's just like one of these plastic canvases that you get from IKEA that has like the wooden frame for it. And you just put it up. So how are you, Jen? How are you, Eve? What are you guys working on? What are you looking forward to? Hello, Crafting with Mary. Hello, hello. Hello, first time I thought I was following you and just realized I wasn't. Oh no, do I need to run? Run. No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh my goodness. So, as I was saying earlier, I cleaned up my area today. Put my cross stitches away. I've kitted up all my canvases. I got one little section done. And now I'm going to go and get my elephant so I can get a section of that done. And I'm going to get my colorful fox to get a section of that done. I'm just like, I'm really looking forward to the events this year. I don't know about you guys. And I don't know why. Do not know why. I'm just seeing here. Mutton says I'm adding bling to my Hocus Pocus canvas. I will be starting. Yes. What kind of bling are you going to be using? Melanie says I changed a bunch on that retreat mermaid, took out the words, added crystal bubbles and fish. What? Ooh, I want to see. Liz is welcoming Mary in. Jen says, glad it's Friday, hanging out with Jude. Oh, Jude is so cute. Hubby is with father-in-law who's in the hospital. He's okay though. Oh. Will definitely be in my thoughts and prayers. Crafting with Mary, I am sub now. Yay, thank you. DP Addiction, Jen says, ready to play tonight. Oh, if you guys are not aware, Crafting and Crime Daily and Mickey Sunshine Creations. So Mickey goes on after I do, then Jen goes on after Mickey, and then T-Mod goes on after Jen. Crafts with Crashly will be on Mickey's live tonight. I love Ashley. Oh my God, oh my goodness. So yes, Crashly will be on with Mickey and Rebecca for Crafting and Crime because they're going to kick off their event tonight. It is so good. Mutnut says I'm adding neon glitter drills. Ooh. So I have, when you say that, I think of the, is it Wombly's Colorful Flowers? I so want to bling that up. So want to bling it up. Eve says, I'm okay. It was a weird. Did just finish a huge whip, kitting it down, starting Inspiration Peak. Ooh. I don't think I can think of what the Inspiration Peak is. Who's that by? I cannot think of it. Jen says, I can't wait to play tonight with everyone. Shh, it was a secret. Joking, Hee Hee. Oh, I know. Like, hey guys, What did I miss that you did? I'm dying to know. Well, I've been sitting here eating my lemon heads at the very beginning, and then of course I had to get my water because I was. Oh, Manette says she's adding them to the hair of the witches. Yay! You have me giggling. Inspiration Peak is a DAC by Eau Claire Studios. Trying to think of what I know which one you're talking about, but I cannot get it in my head. So let us bring it up because we can do that. What do you mean, Lorenz Mystery Bird? Jen says, oh my God, I thought I was safe this weekend. I haven't seen anything. Okay, sorry. I have not seen anything that I really, really want or I must have. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to find anything. But I'm trying to be really good. Trying to be really good. Inspiration. Are you referring to, oh, that one? Oh, how did I not remember that? How did I not remember that? Yes. That is so pretty. 62 colors plus 3 ABAs plus 2 fairy dust diamonds. Nice. Nice. So I've been really good with not buying. Okay. I've been really good with not buying a lot of things. I did get 2 from Dreamers. I had to have them. And I'll explain that. Okay. I got these 2. Layla, which because I just had to have her. And I got this one. Sydney Opera House. And I had to have this one because this is the one I've actually been to the Sydney Opera House in Sydney, Australia. My husband and I were supposed to go to Sydney, Australia in 2020 for one of our anniversaries. And we all got locked down and we never got there. So that's what I got. Then, I'm working on the Egyptian elephant, right? This beautiful one. So this is the diamond paint I'm doing for the Great Escape. I'm going to make it into a cross stitch too. And I got permission. So there was a lady a couple of hours south of us who unfortunately had to close her shop, and she had a cross stitch shop, and she was selling whatever supplies she had left. And I have 177 floss skeins coming to me next week. I need 208 to make this into the cross stitch I want. So I'm like, oh. And I will share everything with you guys on that one. Because I'm doing it from scratch. Yeah, you heard me right. Stellar Designz is the artist of this one, and I was given permission to get the picture and the image, and I converted it into a cross stitch. I don't know. Go big or go home. I'm just going to do it. It's going to be 26 count, which is much smaller than what I was doing on the other one. I don't know. Go big, go home. And I am so looking forward to it. So I haven't really bought anything, and I haven't really bought anything big. So I was kind of happy about that. Crafting with Mary Jen, I have all of his birds and have only done a handful so far. I will definitely have one. Ooh, yes. Yeah, the birds crack you up, don't they, Liz? Oh my goodness. Jen says it's a mystery painting and it's Richard Lorenz, my Birdman. Really? Oh my God, I'm going to have to go find it. I love mystery canvases. And I don't care if the canvas is black or white. Doesn't matter to me. I am going to go find that one. Jen says, hold on to a bird for March. Crash and I are doing an event. I have one too. Not the event. I have a bird next to you. Because that's kind of me and my husband next to you. And they're big. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Liz says, ooh, Eve, that is going to be fun and pretty one. Yes. Yeah, no, I didn't buy. No. I didn't buy anything. No, wasn't me. No, wasn't me. Oh my goodness. Aw, Jen. Jen saying, aw, adorable for Layla, for the little tiger leopard. And yes, Sydney, I thought of you. Sydney is absolutely beautiful. Good day, mate. Put some shrimp on the Barbie. Monday says, I got a wolf from Amazon. Can't wait to get it so I can open it on a live. Ooh, that's going to be fun. People are talking about the birds. Rhonda, you are very ambitious. I can't wait. Neither can I. I get these great lofty ideas and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I did not budget time for that. But I did clean up my area, so I do have room. Yes. Mary's asking which one is coming. Jen says hot. I can't even say hot mess Angus. I love Angus. Yes. Pink Floyd, Myrtle, and one other are the ones I'm missing. Okay. Sweet. I got her in a D-stash a few months back. Love her. Oh, seriously? I managed to find Family Circus in a D-stash in my city. And I was like, yes. And it was reasonably priced. But I didn't keep Family Circus. I gifted her away. Because that's what I knew somebody was looking for it. And I find a good price on it. And I like surprising people. In a good way. Yes, Melanie, there's a Richard Lorenz event that started last year. The Bird. Yes, and it's on his Facebook page. Yes. Hello, Lee. Hello. You are never late. Never. People are saying hello, hello. Muttnut says, Jen, I have a turtle that is in the tub with a funny saying, forget your weird on this year. Perfect. Yes. If you guys want a fun event to try something that you haven't done, that could be doing a square. If you do rounds, do a round. If you're doing squares, adding something to it. It could be a different type of theme for a painting. It is wonderful. Get your weird on. I've done it twice now. I love the event so much that I actually went and found a painting specifically for it that I took to the Crafters Paradise Retreat, where I had beautiful people help me bling my ostrich up. Snickerbeak. Cheryl G helped me as well. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Crafting with Mary. I have been considering doing a conversion. Looks very intriguing. Yes. So I haven't done a cross-stitch conversion to a diamond painting. And for whatever reason, I seem to like doing things, I was going to say backwards, but backwards not uniquely. So I found the diamond painting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this would look so good as a cross stitch, and I would love to add beads to it and sequins and all that. So that's kind of what I'm doing for this one. Talking about doing things uniquely. Now, not a lot of people, okay, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this before. And if there has been, good for you. When I took this canvas down, I didn't want to take all the beads down or all the drills down, because the drills is what gives you the weight. But I had an inventory sheet. So what I did was, on the inventory sheet, I attached one of every of my drills. So then I could compare them with which ones I wanted to add. And actually, the paper is a little thicker. It's not, it's color paper, like color print paper. So it's thicker. But it actually worked. I think I only lost one drill. Yeah, one drill. And it has stayed on there. So if you're going somewhere and you want to take a look, that might be an option to try. Everyone's saying hello, hello. Jen says, and you like to surprise people in a whoopee cushion way. Haha, I do. Yes. So at the Great Lakes Escape, my Secret Santa gave me a whoopee cushion. And of course I had to try it out, but I had to see it. And if I sit on it, I'm not going to see it. So I wanted to see it. And there were so many chairs to try. And Crashly was going to get me back too. So all fun. Oh, Jen's asking Lee, did you turn on the chocolate fountain to get it warmed up? Oh, I did turn the chocolate fountain on to get warmed up for you. Ooh, Jen has the chocolate fountain. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Jen says, let's all do a custom of Dipper running around for Get Your Weird On. Oh my goodness. That would be hilarious. So Dipper's our little fur baby. She's our ferret. She is like my mascot. She gets into everything. Well, let me see if I can find a picture of her. So she was supposed to be helping me figure out which one to start first. And she was more concerned about the boxes and the bags. She could care less about the paintings. She was not any help in deciding which one to go with. She's like, "Hi, Mom. How you doing?" No. And then I took out one of the paintings. Let's see if I can fast forward. Okay, so I took the painting out of my Craftly tube, and she's more concerned about crawling into the tube. Nope, I want the tube. I'm like, okay, play with the tube. It is like the funniest thing. I've dubbed her my fur niece. Yes, exactly. Everybody here is all her aunties and uncles. I'm like, hi. She is like the funniest thing. So because baseball is wrapping up, Glenn went and got a Rubbermaid tote, and he put one of the uniforms in it that he has received from other players. And then he put the lid on it. And we were sitting there. I don't even remember what we were watching. Don't even remember. But you have the lid on the tote. I'm over here. And all of a sudden, this part of the lid starts to poke up. I'm like, am I imagining that? This is like 10 o'clock at night. Nope, it popped up. Then popped up the other end. And then before you know it, all you see on the side of the bin is this butt hanging out, and she drops in. And I'm like, okay, well, she's in the tub. She's not going to get out. She can get in, but she has a hard time getting out. And it's the funniest thing. Oh, thank you, Lee. Takes out the trash and recycles, put out a variety of finger foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, puts out some Nutella along with white, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruits for everyone. Welcome to Dippin' Time. Help yourself. Come in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. You're never too slow, Lee. Never. Muttnut says, I have Zoe, aka the boss kitty. Yes, you do. Yep. It looks like Dipper ran across shore. Keyboard there, Jen. Oh, no, Jude's saying hello. Hello. I love it. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so glad you are here. This has made my day. And I really do mean that. It has made my day. It's always good to have a good laugh, to chat with friends, not be conscientious of, oh my God, did I say that? Oh, how did I look? It's like, it's a safe space, no judgments, and just glad that you are you. I really do mean that. I'm just looking at the time, and I just want to make sure I am not going to run over Mickey's, because we need to go check that out. I need to pull out some of my release papers and put them on my thing. On my painting, not my thing, my painting. Yes. Oh, I know. That was just so bad. Anyways, I am so glad you guys have been here. If you like, please hit the like button, hit subscriptions, subscribe to all notifications. I am going to be doing this Fridays, and might have some things in my sleeves. Oh no, I have no sleeves. No, sorry. Anyways, I will see you guys over in Mickey Sunshine Creations for their kickoff of hashtag Great Escape DP 2024, which started. The other ones, of course, we can't forget the other ones. We have Hashtag anything in August with that Diamond Nana. We have hashtag Oz in August 2024 with Crafting with Shay and Ditzy. And we have Lizzie's World of Gems and Captured by Radiance DP Once Upon a Story. Check them out. I will see you guys soon. And don't forget, you matter. I see you. I hear you. Thank you for being you. Until then, I will see you soon. Raccoons.